Hey gang, it's Saturday, so that makes this the last frame of the week. This week, a little chat about Tog Swag, a new website, a shot breakdown of a feathery beauty shot with flying boas, and a little tip about fingernails. Stay tuned. Are you a Tog? If you're watching this video, you probably are a Tog. Heck, if you have an iPhone, you are technically a Tog. And if you have a Samsung phone, just put that damn thing down before it catches on fire. I know some of you are saying, what's a Tog? A Tog is a person that takes pictures. You know, photographer? According to the Urban Dictionary, the best photographers in the world are swagodocious. I know some of you need some help in that department, so I'm coming to the rescue with Tog Swag. It's time for every Tog to look cool and swagadocious, so be sure to follow the link in the description section below and get your Tog Swag today. And remember, the holidays are coming quickly, so be sure to put some Tog Swag on your list and share the link with your friends and relatives. I know, you're thinking, what the heck? The last few weeks have been quite the adventure as I've been navigating the world of selling swag online and also rebuilding my website. So that explains why you haven't seen a tutorial this week, but don't worry. I'll be back at it next week. The Tog Swag store and the upcoming Patreon program that I'll be launching soon are all part of being able to keep this channel alive and allow me to work full-time producing awesome videos for you guys. So I thank you for your patience while I get all of this business stuff set up. It's all part of what I have to do in order to keep the content free for all of you. And please do check out my new website. For the first time in many years, I've decided not to build a WordPress site, and I'm using a company out of Toronto, Canada called Format. Format specializes in websites for creatives, and they have an excellent setup that makes their sites very easy to build with little to no technical experience. I put a link to them in the description below, and I'll be telling you more about my experience with them in a few weeks when I begin a series of videos about online marketing for photographers. And by the way, if you're not following me on social media, please do. I have all the links to my profiles in the description below. I'm most active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I hope to see you there. This week's shot breakdown is a feathery beauty shot with flying boas. This shot features some really cool makeup with feathers glued to the model's eyelashes. To add to the feather theme, I decided to wrap black and white boas around the model's shoulders and use fans to get them blowing randomly in the air. The shot was done with 3 monolights. Yes, you could do the shot with 3 speed lights just as effectively. My model was sitting about 8 feet from a white background with 2 monolights aimed at the background to produce a nice even white light. One monolight was mounted in a medium-sized softbox on camera left. The light was at about 70 degrees from the camera and slightly above the model's head. The shot was done with a 70 to 200 mm f2.8 lens set at 110 mm and f8. The ISO, 100. 2 fans were used to make the boas react the way that I wanted. One is behind the model on camera right and blowing the boas forward. The other smaller one is on the floor on camera left and blowing upward. Fingernails. Sorry, I'm not wearing my purple nails this week. Listen, if you're photographing people, understand that fingernails will make or break a shot in a heartbeat. So plan ahead. When you're communicating with your subject for a portrait or a model, tell them well in advance of the shoot that the fingernails should be clear coat or thin French tipped. For those of you that don't know what French tipped is, that's when the tip of the nail has a thin, lighter tip, kind of like a well-kept natural fingernail. You don't want your subject showing up with nails chewed off or crazy designs with sparkles on them, and then you get this brilliant idea to have the person put their hand near their face. Now those fingernails have become a major distraction. So always let your subject know in advance how important nails are. Otherwise, she's likely to show up with some crazy color on them. A little tip for you. If your model can't afford or doesn't have the time to go to the nail salon, have them go to a drugstore or Walmart and get a $5 box of glue-on fingernails. Tell them not to get the stick-on ones. You want the ones with glue. If you have your subject change outfits during the shoot, the stick-on ones tend to pull off easily when changing clothes, and once they come off, they don't stick well if you try to put them back on. Glue-on nails, when applied properly, will look just fine in your photos. This shot and this shot were both done with glue-on nails, and you can't tell at all. I even keep a couple of sets of them at the makeup station in my studio for emergencies. It's a little detail, but remember, success in photography, it's in the details. All right, gang, get out there and practice. And remember that your best shot, it's your next shot. So keep learning, keep thinking, and keep shooting. Adios. Thanks for watching. If you find these videos helpful, please give them a thumbs up and share them with your photography friends. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. And if you have a question that you would like answered, post it in the comments section below. Your question could be my next video.